Good morning. Let's see. So today, I'm not going to be looking at data plane. We'll be looking at reverb. Sorry, data archive. Specifically replicate. As our last tests showed, there was a function that was not implemented. I think we should implement and test this function. Essentially what happens is, say, there's our little diagram. Oh, you know what? Let's draw it out. So, it's better. A little smaller. 3. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. So a data mutation happens, right? You have some sort of database, you have a page change. That change goes to disk. Okay. And this is a file on disk. And this is a wall log. Right. Now, data plane will then take that data and send it to, let's see, this is data plane, DP. Data plane will send it to data archive. Data archive is kind of two pieces. Okay, data archive has kind of the receiving piece, which stores all the mutations, then the sending piece, which then goes back out to data plane. And that ends up going back into SQLite. Okay. That's that database, SQLite, whatever. Now, when this side over here is listening for changes, it needs to know whether or not a database has been added. Okay. So in the case of a database addition or deletion, which this side of the house would be able to see, that mutation would need to be detected on the left, streamed over to the right. It's not something that happens at boot up for data plane on the right side. This guy doesn't just detect that, hey, there's a missing database on the left. It does at boot up time, but not at runtime. Sorry. Um, Touching on that arrow. It's both okay. Um, so when the change is streamed through, this function is what carries that through the system. Well, it's half of it. This is the read side of it. So that would be like this side of it. Did I zoom in? I did zoom in. Ooh, fancy. So that's what we're working on. When a new server starts, it will need all of the databases, which we have a list. But then when there's an update, this will send the update. A database stream is a stream of database statuses, which is the name of the database. And then status here being, do I have an enum for status? Let's see. It's this value here. 1 is added, 2 is removed or something. Okay. So if we look at data proto, data string, no. Data proto, want this file. Commit, status update. Here, added and removed. 0 and 1. So, given a database name, it will have been added or removed. Now, these names are technically relative paths. Let's down some of this. I thought I made changes to more than just these two. All right, well, how is this going to work and why didn't I implement this before? I believe, here, let's just go ahead and accept that. Get that out of our way for a moment. Let's check the settings. This font size, okay. That's different. What do I do there? Dot. Interesting. Huh. Okay. That's neat. Still learning VS Code shortcuts. That and where is the key map? Keyboard shortcuts. Goodness, there's a billion. Um, the one that's bugging me is basically hover. Show hover. Is that it? RL? So in this case, I've been looking for no. So RL doesn't do that. It starts up a chat. Is that an I or I? That's an I. I opens that chat on the right. R opens, Command R opens the top. Show definition preview hover. I think this is really what I'm looking for. Peak definition. Go to definition. Peak type definition. edit, clear console. Essentially, what I want is this here. I don't want to have to grab my mouse to show this. Or maybe that's not what I want at all. Maybe I just want to know the type info, which I could get with a append. Just go toggle rust analyzer. Oh, that's right. It was Control Shift O or something. Command Shift O. Got out here a little early this morning. I forgot my hot water. I'm gonna go grab some hot water. Get back to this. This is bugging me though. Yeah. All right. Happy Friday. Let me code. Okay. Give me a couple minutes. I woke up early, but didn't quite get everything ready out here. I'm gonna go grab some hot water. It's gonna take me, I don't know, 6, 7 minutes, depending on how long it takes a liter of water to boil. I will be back. And we're back. I should have worn more of a sweater. It's been getting warmer during the days, so I turned the heater down. Oof, it's chilly in here. So, in this case, we have some sort of request. The request is looking for databases that will be added or removed from a specific shard. Um, at the moment, we don't have that sort of infrastructure. Maybe that's why I didn't actually do that. That's what I kind of do. So with TIKV, no, not TIKV. It's not in DB, it's in stream. Iggy. We do have this function get stream at, which is for getting database pages at a specific point. Similar with Piggy, get stream at some sort of basic implementation. I suspect we need something similar in that for our raw DB stream, we want to have something like that with a higher level stream databases transactions to blah. This would be stream database kind of additions and removals to a specific channel. And this kicks off some little task, a future. Does this get called? Shift F12. Let's try to use more keyboard shortcuts and faster with it. And this is similar to, this is close to where we were just a moment ago on the right side up here. In this case, we had to get some information. Yes. Heck, I'm just going to grab that. So it's not this. That is absolutely wrong. So is that. But did we have? Oops, no, same place. This one. This one. We're not checking to see if the shard name, etc. has bad keys in it. Shard and DB name. Checksum is U32. See, that was like Control Shift O. Oh, there we go. It's Control Option to see the types. Well, that's useful. Okay. So I don't remember them from time to time, and I don't like having these on all the time. These type ins. I find it too much. Hello and welcome, welcome Raiders. How goes the Stardews? Ah, you got a raid and rut. Well, thank you for the raid. And for anybody that doesn't know, um, he makes a game at the moment called Stardews that is pretty cool. It's kind of a space survival game. It's a lot of fun. Well, thank you for the raid and enjoy the rest of your evening. Actually, it might only be mid-afternoon for you. I don't know. So, where are we, Raiders? Welcome, and let me explain what we're doing here. We're listening to some acoustic guitar. Let's also pull up the architecture diagram. Apologies that I cannot change the brightness on this section here. But we're working on a system that I call reverb. Reverb will take a change that happens to a SQLite database on one machine. Flashbang, yeah, I know. Eyes melting across the internet. So we take a change that happens on one machine, send it through our system, and it becomes replicated onto other machines. Now, the purpose of this whole stack is to be able to host web applications that use SQLite instead of like a distributed global, like Postgres or MySQL, right? Imagine global Aurora DB, right? Where you have write forwarding and stuff like that. It's essentially kind of the same thing, right? Except using SQLite databases and write forwarding doesn't happen at the SQL level. Write forwarding happens at the request level. So all of the mutations are detected ahead of time and proxied to a specific machine. There's a guy you used to work with that would never show up. His name was Colin. Hmm. Colin. Call in. Uh-huh. Still building for Wayfield. Hmm. So that's what we're working on. At the moment, it's this little section here. Actually, I gave it a label. I didn't mean to. Let's delete that. Okay. Um, so this line here from data archive going back to data plane, there's one piece of data that was not implemented. It's the addition or removal of databases. So when a database is added on the left side, that notification needs to go through to existing machines that are already running. So that event is what we're working on. Which we kind of tripped on because we had AI writing some tests for us yesterday, and it decided to implement the function, but it didn't do it right. It just had a bunch of fix me in it. So it decided to fix it. Another joke. I bought a calendar, and there were only 11 months. I was dismayed. Oh, didn't. For the raiders that don't know, we also do kind of family friendly dad jokes. Okay. So keep it clean. All right. So we don't need that. Self clone. Stream database transactions to. Not this. We don't need this. Our sender, we have a receiver. Respond with the receiver. All right, now this guy. Database. What do we call this? Just has to be some unique text. Now we need a new API for this. Now I had been just calling this databases, like stream databases, databases stream. Right? Interesting space facts. Do you know it's the largest key by area? Oh, wait. Keyboard key. Okay, I got it. Not on my keyboard. Hmm. I think we should change this name. I like coming back to code and thinking, man, this doesn't make sense to me. Right? So I want to change this, change that to something that speaks something to me. See, the databases stream here provides a real-time stream of database creation and deletion events. Here, that's L is a vector naming things is hard. Let's see. Stream database lifecycle events. Oh, wow. Maybe. Yeah, life. Okay, yeah, I get it. But huh, fine. And these are now database stream requests. Okay, let's comment it out. That responds with database status. I almost think that this is now named incorrectly. Let's say we accept that. Everyone assumes, everyone assumes they know why 789. But in reality, it's because the doctor told 7 to eat 2 square meals. Hmm, I like that one. That was good. All right, this is the part where I go drop that in Discord. Oh, do I not have Discord up? Oh, I did restart my machine the other day. All right. Oh, go away, Discord. I know you're. End status. Database lifecycle event type? Hmm. That's kind of an interesting. I don't know. I've just been trying to play with the AI bits and see where it's good, why you would want it, that sort of thing. It's a fun little rubber duck. Not quite a rubber ducking session, is it? Okay. You know what? We don't need to change. Okay. What happened? Oh, how I did that. What was this originally? Yeah. Okay. Why is it event kind now? I think I had accidentally hit undo and it put it into a weird state. So it shouldn't be that. See, database stream. Huh. I lost those changes. Hit undo, do. Hmm. Weird. Cycle vent. Just wanted to remove that. Let's say. Sometimes I'm obsessive about tuning my guitar. I guess I just crave attention. Databases response repeated string names. Database lifecycle event. We don't need that to have a kind on it. Oh, but now it's cyclic. And then I think that might work. Let's see. Everything else broke though, right? How how often do I use AI? Not as often as I want to. Um, Essentially, I'm trying to force myself to try to use it and see where that tool fits into my workflow. I think it's going to change dramatically over the next year, and I want to be riding the wave. I don't want to get pulled out to sea. Ah, yes, CCS is nice in the terminal. True, true. And 7 days without a pun makes 1 week. Oh, interesting. As a student, do I think you should use it? Um, I think that the way you use it would be different than the way I use it. I think things like, hey, instead of mulling over a name like I did here, I thought that was kind of useful. Right? Naming things in CS is hard. So sometimes it's nice to bounce an idea off of something and you don't have to bother, the guy next door. Um, no, I think as a CS student, you have to understand software engineering to be able to really benefit from AI. You need to be able to really evaluate and think, is the result correct? And so I think that as long as you're able to do that, you're fine. And I obviously don't think you should use it for like your school work, right? However, I do think that you can learn things from it. How many years of experience do I have? Professional experience? I started getting paid for programming when I was probably about 20-ish. Sound like 20. So, and goodness, I'm rounding the nearest 5 years, 25 years experience. That's across, let's see, back end systems, front end stuff, doing like Windows programming, all sorts of stuff. What do I think about leak code style interviews? I don't know. I don't know what a leak code style interview is. My last interview was much more like what is that one book? It's Nailing the Coding Interview or something. Um Cracking the Coding Interview, that's it. It was much more this style. I agree with Museum. Um Oddly enough, I have found I've done a lot of interviewing over the years, and I have found that one of the best um one of the best signals for me was actually having a very collaborative session coding up FizzBuzz and just trying to understand how the candidate thinks, right? What kind of a problem solver are they? Yeah, most of them are rote implementations. I don't care if somebody can implement a sort. If I ever hire somebody and they implement a sort, we're going to throw it away because sort is solved. I want to know what kind of a problem solver they are, um, how they think about software engineering, right? Is it a job for them? Is it a lifestyle, right? Are they passionate about it? I'd love to give somebody my interview question. Um, Maybe we'll do that someday. I think it'd be fun. Do that on stream. It's really just to have kind of a collaborative session. And while it's not traditional FizzBuzz, it's a variant of FizzBuzz that I really enjoy. I failed at one of my last interviews. I failed because I, in the moment, failed to identify a two's complement problem. So, but I don't think that would have had any impact in my role at the company. So, cargo, HP, where are we going with this? Data proto. Let's make sure that builds. And how do we get CCS in the side panel over here? Problems testing. I don't like that. I just closed one on accident. Let's close problems here. Can I close problems? Like down here. There we go. Yeah, I don't like leak code style interviews. Basically, I just don't want somebody to freeze up because they had never seen something before, right? They need to be able to figure out how to solve something. Um, yeah, for me, even like the juniors positions, can they communicate in a way that you understand? Would they be effective in the role? Would they be able to collaborate with the team? Would they be able to achieve some sort of positive trend in their career? You're looking for a good investment. So over here, terminal. Build, fail, could not compile data plane. Oh, look at this. I think I have an old version installed. Oh, we're getting clippy warnings. Fascinating. Okay, sqlite gauntlet. Data plane. I actually care about these most. A sophomore. Okay. Rely heavily on AI because you feel this is the future. Now you need to learn the fundamentals and all. Like, that's what you're trying to do. Yep. Oh, interesting. One round of interviews you did mention scheduling algorithms, but it wasn't about implementing. Rather, it was about analyzing cost benefit potential problems. Oh, that's cool. What would fairness be more beneficial? And at what time versus space scale? Yeah. No, that I mean that, and that's a good discussion, right? You get to understand how somebody's thinking, um, how they would to approach a problem. What tips can I give you? So you're young in your career, right? And I don't know how old you are, but you're a sophomore in college. Um, I would say that the industry is changing. Understand how AI is going to impact it, right? That tool is going to be there. So I need to be effective with it, but it needs to not like do the whole job. Like you need to be able to produce high quality code with it. So um, that that'll get kind of figured out in the next year. But as a software engineer, and maybe this is more of a general, entering any industry kind of advice. Um, I would say that earlier in your career, and this is something I still look for when I'm entering a new place, look for some place that has good mentorship. Okay. Like it doesn't really matter where it is. Um, you will find that if you can pair up with a good mentor, you will grow so much faster in that profession. I've also seen some engineers um, that are, dare I say, promoted above their skill level because they've stayed at a company maybe too long, and that company has promoted them to keep them, but they're not at the skill level um, of of their level. So be careful of that. Right? I think finding those good mentors, being a good pupil throughout your entire career, knowing how to teach yourself something once you're out of school, right? Understand how you learn. Just keep learning. Yes, and I have forgotten everything about CCS. There, that's CCS over here. Let's get rid of that. In the real world, which is more important? Get it done or get it right? E for explain, I think, let's see. I'm on main. It's on an older version. Yeah, get it done because time is money. And no, um, this, yeah. And if you can get it done, but in a way that doesn't prevent you from adjusting things later or fixing things later, right? Um, Specifically, have good interfaces in messy rooms, right? Like having a nice interface is much more important than having like the perfect implementation. Because you can always change an implementation, but changing an interface is hard because it relies on social things within a company, social interactions, or between you and a customer, or between you and the general internet. Right? Is it locked? All right. Fresh version of CCS. So new line. A double dash. Thank you. Oh, and apparently my theme has changed. Big path. Oh, interesting. Okay. Didn't realize it was over there. do this. Might open it here or in a new cursor. Oh, good, here. Okay, tool, clippy, continue. What's this down here? Be continuation. What is this continuation here? Buttons. Loud and I warn. We have that. Options. So true. Okay, so position's the only one that's new. Okay. Oh, UTF-8 graphing. Okay. Now, what is, let's see, bright black? Is that this position on the right? I like it. Oh, more nice. Now, go and close that. Going back here. So CCS. What was the there was another tool that's separate from cargo. What was it? Is it called like whenever or something? Cargo. Oh, interesting. I have something that continues to make changes. Oh, I wonder what's causing that. A cargo watch. Will you tell me what changed? First, we're looking at the targeter end time. Oh, interesting. I mean, that's possible. I also have some code that gets generated, right? And I wonder, do wonder if it's specific to one of those code generation pieces. I do have a number of build.rs files that could be causing some issues. Um, this one builds the SQLite generated info source here, this ext.rs. Well, that's fine. Database string, database two. Okay, good. Wow. A lot going on here. Okay, so these we did not set up yet. Basically, we're changing the name of this. Mismatch types. Database is string. No, don't care about that yet. Here we go. This is what I want. This one here should change. Yes, okay. Oh, nice. I did notice that there were warnings up higher. That's nice. Oh, it's a useful feature. I guess what I care about is solving these first and then getting on to the other bits. Like, useless use of format versus this thing that you just broke doesn't work. Yeah, going back to the time is money piece, right? Okay, so now in this case, we actually want to change that to, what is it going to be? Stream database lifecycle events. Stream database lifecycle events. The request and does the request stay the same? Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Oh, it should be these. We receive one of these and get database lifecycle events back. Ah, it just needed a moment to catch up. And here, database is stream. It's not right. Will be basically that stream. Said that. Okay. All right. Hmm. Man, I like this the way that cursor is setting up these tabs, right? So right now, if I hit tab, it's going to add that text right there, the underscore lifecycle events, stream database lifecycle events to, it's like, okay, that seems reasonable. Doesn't exist yet, but and then just fix with AI. Mm, I don't know how far down that rabbit hole I want to go. Okay. Now there's a number of other issues. Maybe it just wasn't being used. Resolved import. Huh. The Rust analyzer bit is not there. Secure. Normalize it. Oh, it's there, but the quick fix stuff is gone. Oh well. Just import it later. Okay. Database. Database is stream request. That's gone. Yes. This is on the receiver side. This is on reverb data plane. Okay, so in this case, we want this one. Database's stream is now. Thank you. Stream database lifecycle event. That doesn't exist yet. That's fine. Mismatch types. Okay, same thing. When you move CCS to use shorts, the thing you wrote for CDS, cargo doc session, you're going to add a flag. Only show errors and ignore warnings. Oh, that'd be nice because you can basically want to go through these different modes where you're looking at, you know, errors first, then warnings, etc. Yeah, cargo shorts. Mm-hmm. Like the shorts. Cargo shorts. All right. Now, this is all kind of busted at the moment, but just to continue to play around with this. Oh my goodness, what is this? What's that from? Problem with CCS. It's what you need. What you need broken code to develop the UI UX. Scrap those. I want to stage some things before I say, go do this for me. Okay. Bring back here. Fix with AI, sure. What's that do? Oh, it just says please fix. Hmm. That's not exactly what I was thinking. Interesting though. Okay. Hey, yes, my spelling was wrong. Let's just use Get UI whenever you do the diff stuff. Now, I like Get UI. I really do. Now, do you use Get UI in the terminal here, or do you have a different terminal for that? In the VS Code terminal? Yeah. Torque. You forgot the YOLO. Yeah. Toss a yellow in there. You're good. Um, did this. So it fixed my spelling. What else did it do? Stream did two. Okay, now this is wrong. No, let's reject that. But I thank you for pointing out my spelling mistake. Fix me. We were in Helix and VS Code terminal for git commit. Okay, the thing that might actually get me to use VS Code more is this stupid little button right here. Generate commit message with this. Right? Because basically, if I can just hit that and it gets it mostly right, goodness. refactor, data archive, rename, and update streaming methods for blah, blah, blah. And here, this actually should have been in there. Just hit the button again. Yeah. I think it's strange, but you do use the timeline view here. You're in the file. Oh, okay. So here, timeline this guy here. Got it. Oh, I have not used this. Staged. It's neat. Oh, nice. All right. So my next VS Code kerfluffle here, whatever, is that see it's not wanting to generate this method for me, which I would like. It would be nice, but it's okay if it doesn't. I'm surprised that it doesn't want to. I think it's got all the type information here. It's S, right? It knows what S is. Well, it doesn't really know what S is, does it? It just knows what it's constrained by. S is a DB stream. Fine. But it does know that that trait must have it. So why wouldn't it say, hey, let me add this to that trait for you? The element panel you have on the right panel, so you can switch between your to-do tree. Just, oh, nice. Also, VS Code pets. Wait, what? It's like a Tamagotchi. Oh my goodness. Pretty limited by upstream service. 4.6 million downloads. Let's see this. Is VS Code open? Search for VS Code pets next. Okay. Start pet coding session. You throw a ball for them. That's great. It's like it's still installing. Oh, it's installed now. That is so cute. Can I move this over here? Okay, that's interesting. Spawn pet. Oh my goodness. A rubber duck. Oh, you can throw ball. Okay, throw ball. Go after it. Oh, that's adorable. Crab. Yeah, where's crab? Oh, you can name it. Sure, Lenny Kravitz. Oh, look at that. That's awesome. You can change the backgrounds. One may see it as a description. This a distraction? Never. Pets figure. Let's see. Oh, backgrounds are all in the configuration. Let's see. Where can I get to configuration from here? Extensions. Yes, code pets. Oh, you can change the size of them. Let's go medium here. They get a castle. This actually reminds me of a game I made. My goodness. Winter. Let's go with forest. Throw ball with mouse, sure. All right. You tend to collapse that panel. It might be good for the stream though. You actually use it like a sort of a Pomodoro timer. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. All right. Well, I do like that the cat climbs the walls. That's fun. Delete pet. The rubber duck. Okay, we'll keep the cat and the crab. Any Kravitz. All right. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you. What's, I feel like I needed that. Okay. CCS. See where we are. Oh, that's right. So, okay. Oh, it got rid of huh. Because I don't understand these views yet. If I go back to terminal, it's on this one, but this is somehow different. These tabs. Interesting. Like the equivalent of GW. Oh, interesting. Yeah. I saw I think there's like a F12 and Shift F12, right? No, no, no. What was it? F8? Yeah, F8. I've got this thing installed. Don't really care for the colors option. That's between errors in the file. All right, let's see. And this function to be stream. Yeah, where did I ask it to add this thing? A stream is, oh, did I say this incorrectly? No, that's just the type. And then here, DB stream here. Shard sender. Fine. That's the stream. It sounds. I do wonder whether or not the AI stuff is going to become kind of like the next edition of like the auto fix and you know generate these methods for me, that sort of thing. I mean, it's pretty good. It added comments. The comments might not actually be that great, but find the jump is the jumping extension. Ah, okay. So this guy here, like ace jump, but better. Just give this the URL. No, find that jump. That's cool. All right. Well, close that for a moment. Tried all of them in the marketplace, and that's the best one. Wow. So this raw stream, this get stream at is incorrect. We do need raw stream. Is that still need to be there? However, we just want to be able to get the stream, which isn't this one. This should be probably very similar. This isn't right. This should be really. Fine. Well saved 4 minutes ago. This is the current diff. Because I did whatever it is I do. Again, that somehow with the AI bit, I hit undo, which instead of like a save or apply or whatever, I put it in a weird state. Maybe we do. Store contents. Sure. I don't care. It's broken right now. Okay. Great. I'm glad you showed this to me. So I could see myself doing that more often until I get my Vim keys back under me. All right. However, this is incorrect. Stream database life cycles 2. Yeah, let's save that, close that. I don't think it should be called get stream at. Essentially, our raw DB stream here, this trait needs some new type, new interface on it. This is very specific to streaming database pages. Right? I want that. Which arguably it could be renamed. Because this gets stream at, stream database transactions to. This should somehow refer to the transactions, the pages, something, whatever. So it probably confused the AI because of that. I wonder if that's an interesting kind of litmus test. Anyhow, we need this. Apparently we do because we're on a default trait function. Okay. Something more like that. Message consumer, sure. Okay. Basically, it's influenced by this here. Let's implement this. Actually, cancel. Stop. The interface is wrong. Should be like that. This is not lifecycle events. This is database lifecycle events. Okay. Stream database transactions 2. So give it a moment. I love that it's able to auto fix based on the lint errors. Maybe we should move this somewhere. Move this somewhere else. Let's see what it did. Database lifecycle events. Get stream out. Interesting. It gave a lifetime for self. I don't think that's needed. Why is the result pinned? Oh, because it's trying to implement it here. Huh, fascinating. Whatever. Let's do this ourselves. Let's kind of gut it. This is not going to return a future. It's probably going to return something very similar to this one, actually. Nine. A stream of, actually, it's right there. Items. I have this kind of messed up. does not need to be pinned. Guess I should have been more explicit, right? I could have said, hey, just make this, add this to the interface. So now I've got to implement it here. It's fine. Piggy, implement it there as well. I'm missing members. Oh, wow. Yeah, we don't need that. Okay, that's a to do. Good. It's fine. I don't know, not default members. Oh, wrong one. This one. Not sure why it did that. And that was a Rust analyzer thing. That wasn't actually an AI thing. Context is fixed. Looks good there. It's broken here. Ah, that's raw stream. I've seen this before with Rust Analyzer. I don't understand it. Received message is wrong, isn't it? Come back here. Raw stream should not be a received message. This is received message. This here. Oh, no. That seems okay. Pulled message. Correct offset. Partition ID. It's coming from the Iggy. That's fine. You like that RX type? It's very aesthetics geometrically. Oh, it was a triangle across 4 lines. Yes. Stream. I think we've gotten all the side pieces. Just to get our list here on the side. Database lifecycle events. Oh, this is an async function. There we go. Now I've just broken everything again. Get to that. Raw DB stream. Piggy, not touching it today. Work on Piggy today. Okay, good. My other test one is down here. Is that right? Seems content. Okay, and this is for context. This is incorrect. This should actually be no, this is I forget the exact type on that. There we go. Yeah, it is command dot, which took me a couple minutes to find earlier. Okay. Expected. Oh, did I not wrap that? Tokyo stream wrappers. Oh, that's good. This is unbounded receiver stream or just a receiver stream? I could change that. I did that thing again. I'm not sure what it was. And that is frustrating. That's fine, but these down here. Wait, I'm changing that. Don't want to do that. Here, dot. There we go. Dot. Oh, shoot. No, I wasn't supposed to change that one. That is different. That rename I did was incorrect. Okay. That's fine there. Lib.rs. This guy should not have changed. Wait, maybe. Let's see. Oh, DB stream. No, that is. Okay. Database lifecycle event. That's fine. Is it the other one? Just new. Tests here. This I don't think should be changed. Oh, these aren't the old tests. These are actually very new tests. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is fine. I thought I was breaking some of the old tests. But no, these were just added. Yeah, where it generates code behind your back. Exactly, yeah. Yeah. And I think that kind of lends itself to having kind of more commit stages, right? It's definitely an interesting kind of tool. And why this is exactly why I want to figure out how to use it. How do I see yeah, I'm making it harder to keep the big picture versus minutia in mind. Yep, agreed. All right, well, let's kind of recenter. I'm going to ignore those tests for the moment. Work on the interface because I think if I focus on the interface, the rest will shake out just fine. So raw DB stream, we have database lifecycle events. We get these received messages. Perfect. Iggy and Piggy, right? Iggy is a streaming system for production. Piggy is our little version of it. You can do a right click to see the go to options in the. Okay, let's see. Go to implementations, all command F12. Oh, call hierarchy. Oh, I missed that. I use that all the time when I was doing Java work. That is so very useful. Interesting that you can dismiss these. I wonder what that means. Hmm. Okay. So, command F12. Oh, wrong one. Let's see the implementers of this. So we have Iggy, Piggy. Got this one here. What is this? Oh, that's in lib. That's the other test. Okay, it's fine. Let's download. You can do all the things IntelliJ Eclipse can do, basically in VS Code. And that's where I was using it in Eclipse when doing Java work forever ago. I can only imagine that Java is substantially different now than when I used it. Now in this case, for our test, we want something really stupid simple like so. Now I think we might need to have different streams in our little provider for each one of these. So I might need, let's say, the DB mutation stream, right? This one, and then have a separate one for that one there. For the testing. Yeah, come back to that in a moment. But benefits of VS Coding allow LSP extensions to provide to the protocol, and it's something you wish Helix would support. Yes. I suspect this AI stuff is going to force developers, even seasoned developers, into a place where we have to use these tools in order to basically stay employable, right? Just going to kill off these little tools like Helix and, dare I say, NeoVim, even, right? Just because of like it's going to take so long to get the integration into the other ones. You don't really well, I think there's going to be this push that happens first, or and then we come back to right once the other ones catch up because so much money is being put into these. It's going to be people were and are productive without an LLM. To a point. I think in the next year, the productivity gain that people that can wield an LLM effectively would be greater than the people that can't, right? I I don't really care for the analogy, but I'm not thinking of something more effective, like going from, crossbows to rifles. I would be very, very happy if it doesn't happen that way, but I don't know. I guess I just want to be prepared. It's not really FOMO. It's more of a just want to make sure that stay employable. And it's more about like how to wield it, right? It's also the data privacy concerns. Um, I think that's a fairly solved thing, though. I have seen at work that, um, and I'm not talking about work. I'm talking about GitHub and Copilot. That Copilot is available for enterprises without sharing your data. Right? And I expect the same thing will happen across all the others. I'd be surprised if it's not already there for Cursor. I thought I saw something here this year, right? Um, I don't know. It could be a concern that never manifests, but with that, it can't really analyze your code because it won't have the context. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, but Cursor, for whatever it's doing, also has a local index, right? I thought that Cursor, if we come back in here, click on this read more link. Bring that over to Firefox. If you enable privacy mode in Cursor settings, zero data retention will be enabled. Okay. If you choose off, they collect telemetry and usage data, prompts, editor actions, code snippets. Okay. Okay, just not stored, yes. If you choose to index your codebase, Cursor will upload your codebase in small chunks to our servers to compute embeddings, but all plaintext code ceases to exist after the life of the request. Embeddings emitted, okay. Yeah. So it's interesting. Oops. Sorry. I think that depends on the company. Mm. Or if it's even legal with regard to proper licenses. So I am absolutely happy and content just coding in Helix all day with VS Code with Rust Analyzer. And we might be back in that next year. But I think for the next year, I'm probably going to have to figure out how to effectively use this AI thing. My first test, what was it, a month ago? Was all right. I wasn't as useful, but I think with having these agents being able to iterate because they see errors and they can get this sort of feedback, that changed it dramatically for me. Expect implement. You don't like that? It'll allocate it every time the function is called. Very true. Very true. Yeah, in this case, luckily it doesn't happen very often. It's not a high throughput thing, but you're right. What is the right way to do that? Let's see. Not. So there's expect. Guess you could look at the error and depending on the type, do something. Panic. Unwrap or else. Uh, oh, and this needs just panic. Yeah. I need to go feed chickens. So I'm going to go do that. Happy Friday, everyone. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Closure is the magic piece there, deferring the allocations. I wonder why it likes to have. It's that back there, but not here. Probably the length of word wrap. Regardless. I have to run. Thank you for hanging out today. Great, Adam. Oh, closure is generally very small, stack allocated. Well, that's good. You'll have a great Friday. Till next time. Bye bye.